Hey, what's up guys? So this video is going to be pretty fun. As some of you know, I'm friends with Oliver Joyce, the creator and game designer and programmer of the long-running and popular Swords and Sandals franchise. So I thought I'd invite Oliver over to my house for an early alpha test of Blood and Mead and just get an idea of what he thinks about it and just kind of let him play and just see what kind of things come up. So it's going to be really insightful for not just myself, but hopefully those of you in the community who are also working on your own projects. So without further ado, let's go. All right, we're off.
All right,
the controller up.
Alpha, okay. So, yeah, given it's a test build, everything is work in progress, but first thought would be like animate the tile screen somehow, even if it's just layered, have this slowly floating up and down, and maybe, you know, a couple of particles behind him, maybe this thing kind of like shining a little bit, that kind of thing. Just because the static tile screen doesn't have as much impact.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. And that font is a little too...
Arial.
Yeah.
Oh, so now it worked.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what was after that.
That's a good font. Oh. Instantly, like, this is really nice. Love the blurred grass in the foreground, the little particle effects, the background, couple of layers of parallax there. Nice little animation in between left and right movement. And the footsteps are kind of cool. It may, like as the game goes on, it may be the footsteps are slightly too loud, but jump feels good too. Responsive, like you can jump there and get back to there. That's cool. I like that it's sort of like a non-vocal introduction. And so you've worked out each jump is basically like that's a 2 platformer, 1 length, 2 lengths. That's kind of good.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to comment if the jump, because I've been tweaking the jump height a little bit, and maybe I need to be a bit more graceful.
So if I do just a 1 jump without holding it, I can't make that.
No.
But if I hold it, I can. So if I do 1 jump, that's okay. That's fine. It's cool. Feels like there's a little bit of weight to the attacks. A little bit of, nice party going on. Even when he moves, you've got the subtle effects I'm really just starting to notice now. Flowers, X to attack. Oh yeah, so you could, if you wanted to disable the attacks until then, to make it more of a surprise, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, there's a bit of weight to it, I like it. You could, if you wanted to, add controller shake, but
conveniently placed.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do it, but it ended up being fun. Okay, so you can push these things.
You're not supposed to.
Alright, not supposed to be. What happens if you push them over the edge?
No, don't
do it. Okay, so cool.
Don't fall down there, by the way.
All right.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Press Y to throw a weapon. Nice. I like the little black bars that come up, but I might, if I was doing that, I would maybe hide the
Yeah, so they're not doubling up.
Yeah. Scroll looks a little bit clip-arty. The actual scroll background. The font is cool though. Is that a different font to?
Yeah, there's a few font mismatches.
Okay.
Trying to work it out.
I like the little symbols there.
Yeah, but that font in the dialogue box is like that's locked down. That one is that's called Casablanca.
I would almost go with that for almost everything I could.
Yeah. Like some of the dialogue I kind of like. See, I'm kind of tempted to not even have any of this whole scene at all, to be honest.
I mean, it's just teaching you how to play, I guess.
But also, it's kind of holding you back from the game a little bit, maybe.
I mean, but we got through that in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's still...
Jump into the boot.
I'll probably get rid of that there, it's unnecessary.
It's not bad. Ah, cool. Okay.
So the map is open anywhere, but like it'll be locked to these first areas. So
yeah,
this is the official first level of the game now. This whole map will get custom redone by an artist.
Ah, okay.
So it'll be like a beautiful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and maybe some clouds going over the top.
Yeah, it'll get like a custom artwork. So this first level, here we go.
All right. Really nice bloom in the background. Looks cool. The wind effects. And you can stay you don't fall off the boat. Ah, cool. I like having that. So I actually kind of, even though there's placeholder music, I kind of like that it's kind of gamey.
Listen, this song is really good. It's my favorite one.
Ah.
But the composer's very expensive.
Right. So can you jump on the head so they get hurt, right? Okay. I'd almost, that still feels a little placeholder.
No, it's gonna be hard.
Okay, yeah. The design is fine. The design is totally fine. It still feels.
Yeah, maybe a bit more ornate or something.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The sound effects are great.
That's been one of my. Try to do this big jump here. Whoa.
Yeah. So that was a hold the button down situation. I like the little knockback. These sort of. Ah, cool.
And you've got the throwing weapon as well that you can use interchange.
So when you're throwing, you can't do the other attack. Yeah.
You can kind of run and throw and then come back in and hit them.
Yeah.
But it'll be taught later. But the throw takes less damage.
Ah, okay. I like everything you kind of go past. Yeah, has that little, twins on it. I'd almost, if you could make the slimes a little transparent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The hit is called the little white flash. You originally had a red flash, I think.
I did. I changed it to the white.
White's good because not everything is got blood. Sometimes you might find contrast.
Yeah, exactly. It just looks a bit more premium as well. I found.
Yeah. Seem to have no problem on the moving. So that's a checkpoint.
That is, yeah. I'll be communicated with someone.
Yeah. Even if the first time it just says checkpoint on. Nice little flickering light there on the torch. Oh no. Does the fire hurt you? Ah. Oh. Ah, he's tough.
Down to your last hit.
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully you're enjoying this, guys. If you like what you see or you'd like to be involved in the journey of this game, please do drop a wish list on Steam. I'd very much appreciate it. This is sort of like the passion project of my life. I've never put this much time and effort into any coding / game project. This is like a monumental effort on my part. So I'll be very happy to have you guys part of that journey with me and kind of seeing me through to a launch. So please do drop a wish list. Yeah, you can do that as well.
Yeah. You should be able to have a few different. Is there a
if you're running a low on health, you can.
There's no sort of down attack.
Not yet. I'll make one as a skill to unlock.
Ah, yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Like skill trainer, just to kind of make the game interesting later on.
Yeah. So in the beginning, you have to work out. Well, I can't do that drop attack. Not all walls are the same. So if you see that crack in the wall, you know. Ah, you can just walk through it. Ah, sweet particle effect on that. If there was a way to kind of fade that in and out, that would be cool.
Oh yeah, as opposed to animating it. Oh, the wall.
Yeah.
Man, I had it like that.
Okay.
There was some graphical issues, so I just ended up doing the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't matter. It's just like.
Yeah. It's exactly what I had to begin with, but.
Yeah.
I just scrapped it, man.
Nice level. Oh, cool. I like the little circular.
Hopefully you get a tunic in there.
So yeah, because he's basically.
There you go. Get that?
Oh yeah.
So you've got your clothes back.
Yeah. So I hadn't noticed that. That was just probably not paying attention, but. A little more urgency, and then jumping back.
You got to use the sword. You got to use the primary weapon. Because
Okay.
the throw is weak.
Yeah, you're right. It does knock the back a bit, but
Well, the problem is they're stacked up against each other.
wow, he can jump on each other. The combat feels fun. It
Yeah.
does. It does have a. So I noticed the camera does move around sort of intuitively as well.
So, yeah, so there's some onboarding here, but I'll talk you through it. So, wait. So drink that.
Yeah.
There'll be onboarding here that I haven't got.
Okay, it was like
Now
you're
you're
now.
charged now. So if you press down the two big buttons, it turns on
Yeah.
Berserker mode. So now you can fight these guys.
Are you
It makes you
invincible?
stronger. Not invincible. But this makes you stronger.
So you don't have a shield block.
You do have a shield.
Yeah. Okay, that's my own fault. I should have used that. Was there a tutorial said that?
Yeah, you set that sign.
You know what? I just completely ignored it.
It's just because you're busy talking and
Yeah.
thinking about it. This is a. Oh.
Use your shield. Does the shield ever break?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some people might do it, some might not. In case you didn't do it, you wouldn't have had a chance.
And now you can, it blocks off that because you can't get past that otherwise. But you've only got a limited time to do this, right? So you can get.
But hold on, you don't have a. Oh, jeez. Okay, see if you can. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, good. But you see kind of a bit of foreshadowing on the right.
Yeah. What I might do with that is, I would have figured it out, but you could every now and again have a couple of particle, like some stars appear.
Yeah, I thought about that.
That's cool.
So
So I can do that from now on.
Yeah, you could have always done that. But
All right. I've used it now. What I might have is, if you don't have any rage units and you try to do that, maybe you get like a different sound effect, like a.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah,
he tries it and it's like.
That's a good point. Yeah, I like that.
Help! Oh. It's cool. Like there's bits of text in the game, but not that much. It's nice. What for breaking the shield?
So if you hold L and RB, there'll be some onboarding. If you hold RB, so the top one, you can change your throwing weapon. So if you press it. But I haven't, to be honest. You can try it out if you want, and just press triangle.
Which one's triangle?
Oh, sorry, the Y.
Okay.
So it's got a shorter.
Oh no.
So it's got a shorter throw distance, but they're limited. You see, 765. But it doesn't matter because they're not working right now. Like they work, but they're not doing anything different than the normal throw axe.
I like the way the camera pans over to like something has happened.
I had some issues with music in this build where the wrong music tracks were triggering for the wrong environments. It was a bit disappointing because, having the wrong music playing, like an underground theme playing for like an overworld theme, it kind of detracts from the mood you're trying to set in one of the environments. But yeah, keep that in mind that there's a lot of like problems and stuff that,
The levels feel fun, there's good balance of combat.
Yeah,
I like the combat. It's fun.
Combat mixed with like some platforming.
Yeah, but it's not something you feel like you have to race through. Right, go to So should I go?
Maybe go left. I don't know.
So multiple paths is cool. Oh, that's tricky.
Wait for it. Don't rush it because you're very low.
Yeah.
You have to go pretty far back if you scroll up.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We got this.
Because you're near the end of. Oh, good.
I got a rune. It's a real Wonder Boy.
Oh, cool. So you haven't missed
Two
it. That's
runes.
good.
Yeah. Right. So they're secret.
Yeah, that's right.
I like the little rain things that they land on there, and they don't go underneath there, which is nice. You could just for extra stuff, you could even have an extra layer of rain in the foreground. Like that's just sort of,
That's a great idea.
you know, just
More depth.
It feels like it's raining.
Since I have foreground,
Yeah.
that's a very good observation.
Oh!
Well, so far it seems precise enough. For
Oh yeah, I'm having like any jump that I want to do.
I put a lot of time into like trying to get the platform. Oh, here we go.
Every jump that I want to do, I seem to be able to do. Okay, so I saw like a gif of this or something. So you have to hit them in the right.
Just a bit of fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a bit of, I'm very interested to see how.
Okay, that's the inside to outside. Oh, I missed it. You can almost do it so if you hit it from this side, it went in that direction.
Maybe.
Probably complicated too much.
Yeah.
These are good things because eventually, like through trial and error, you get it.
Yeah. This kind of.
It's nice.
It adds a bit of spice to the game. It makes you feel clever as a gamer. You know, like you've.
They did them in, and it's also they did them in Uncharted and stuff like that to give the player a little bit of a break.
Pain in the arse.
I find a lot of time when I'm sort of talking and sort of observing stuff, I'm basically playing badly.
Yeah.
You know when you concentrate on something, you kind of go, oh yeah,
absolutely.
If I need to play
absolutely.
this level better. The saturation, everything's really good. There's a nice level of.
I lowered it by 30%.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too colourful, but it's a good kind of. Okay, so there's moving down there.
In my opinion, it changed the whole feel of the game. If you saw the before version,
Way too colourful.
I could even lower it a even bit more, but it's pretty low already.
If you wanted this to feel like a really gloomy section, the clouds are a little too daylight. I mean, too like sunny day clouds.
It's the bloom, I think.
Yeah,
good point.
Use more
treasure chest.
Yeah. So how to get down to this?
So it's worth noting that the build that you see in this video is rather old in a sense, where a lot of the problems and systems have already been fixed and overhauled. You know, I've introduced a whole new UI system, much nicer, much more premium. I've overhauled the AI system. Enemies a lot more responsive and they behave a bit more consistently. And I'll be doing up some follow-up videos where I make before and after comparisons between this video and what I've done to fix it. So if you like the sound of that, drop a sub and keep an eye out for those videos. And there'll be other weapons like fire bombs.
Yeah.
Kind of like darts that go straight that may have a different tactic. But that's for later levels though.
And so fire bombs, like you hit it and then it basically burns there, and if they walk into
it'll be good for the forest level and stuff like that.
Even having certain weapons that are like certain enemies are more susceptible to.
Hold up, go back. What's up there?
Yeah.
Hold on, listen.
Yeah, cool. I got all 3 rooms now.
I don't know, like we'll talk about the length of the level after, but this is still one
They're
level.
generous levels. It doesn't feel small.
For the whole game.
Whoa. Ambush.
So they can afford to be long, but there's some considerations around players wanting to quit and come back.
One thing with that snake that I had, and I did sort of this like feature creep with it. Its blood almost looks like acid, so you almost feel like you should jump away from it when it when it sort of dies.
I might just make it red then.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. When you realise once that sort of, so I need to.
It's a real shame about the music because this area is really good without other music. It's it's really heroic.
Damn, I missed something up there.
Nah, you didn't miss all that.
Okay.
There should be. I should have put a checkpoint here because this part's a bit tricky.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna get up there, then hit that. Whoa.
Throw it.
All right.
Oh, you're nearly there, Ollie. Nearly there.
So I like how kind of
There's a new weapon here. There's a new enemy here.
Oh. So you reckon?
He's smart, this guy, and you've got no shield.
Yeah.
I really needed to give it a shield. He's very smart.
No. One thing I was thinking of with that charge up attack, it'd almost be cool if it moved you forward a bit.
Oh yeah, kind of into it.
Yeah, like because what I wanted to do was like I wanted to use that charge attack and
like a sweep into it.
Getting into him,
Yeah, I was gonna ask your opinion about that, like how to make it more impactful or meaningful.
Because it means you can kind of like time it so they're coming towards me. As long as I'm charging up and doing that, they will.
I know what you mean.
Okay. So this is the new level. Or this is still.
No, we'll see.
Okay. Because this is still all windy. Whoa!
Nice.
Thanks for the... yeah, that was a cool, good boss fight.
Oliver actually has his own YouTube channel as well under Whiskey Barrel Studios. He releases a lot of very interesting game dev and game design related content, and I think if you like my content, you'll like his, because we have a very similar way of looking at these kind of things. So yeah, go check him out, Whiskey Barrel Studios.
Ah, nice.
This scene is highly in development. This is one of the most oldest scenes of the game. So it's
That's
some
cool.
weird
I
particle.
like that.
Right, he'll probably be dancing or moving or banging his chest or something.
That side is cool. That's cool. That scroll. Obviously.
And there's effects when he comes in. I just got to tidy it up. I've got to make it look a bit
Yeah,
nice.
and even just having like a nice sort of like star thing behind him. So
and you see the font. Like this is one of the old fonts, but you know, I tried to. Okay, so here's the thing. I tried to replace that font in the top left with that dialogue font. It doesn't work. It doesn't. That's the font there. That's the same dialogue font. It just looked like I've got Times New Roman up there. You know what I mean? So, but what do you, first of all, what do you think about this font?
It's pretty gamey. Like it makes the game feel more casual game. Not in a bad way, but like
it's cartoony, I suppose.
It's more cartoony, yeah.
And it's fun. But
do you ever have that on the same screen as the other one, or they never really appeared
This font was a lot more prevalent in early versions. It was the logo font and other things. Less so now, but it's on like...
Yeah, because you almost need a heading font and like a dialogue font.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So that area just did, how many levels is that?
That was 3 sub-levels.
You almost like... It felt like 3 levels, but it also felt pretty connected. You could almost have that Windy Coast and then like a little name underneath, like Windy Coast, Smuggler's Bay, as it sort of begins, because it kind of like sort of reinforces sort of like this is all still a Windy Coast, but it's a new level. Right? You could have Windy Coast 1, Windy Coast 2. That's kind of boring, but I quite liked that thing that came up. But I was almost expecting it every time I went to a new area. Not to say just different level, but just have like a sub-level kind of thing.
Right, okay. So I hope you found this video interesting and it's been insightful for perhaps you and your own game making process. Please do give it a video a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.